Hey guys, welcome back to the channel of Jimmy's Promo. Today is May 24th and we will be unboxing the Nebra Helium Indoor Hotspot Miner. Now some of you may be wondering, where is your miner? Maybe you've ordered one either from batch 1, 2, 3 or anything after that. So here is the latest blog post that I was able to take a look at here in terms of the latest updates. And right now this is from batch 1 and this is the orders that was placed between January 26th and February 9th. So if you were one of those folks who ordered between January 26th, February 9th of 2021, you ordered the indoor miner, then it is shipping right now. And then soon coming up will be the outdoor miners coming up in June. So that's only about a week away from now. So hopefully they'll be able to get those ones out really quick. Then you got information for batch 2, batch 3, batch 4, batch 5. Now one more thing I want to show you other than what's inside the box is another thing that Nebra does offer, and it's something that I wasn't really familiar with from before. I was able to go to dashboard.nebra.com, created my account, and then this is basically probably going to show me all of the Nebra miners that I own. It's going to show me what is in sync, what is out of sync, basically what is online, what is offline, and then also the locations of all of the miners. Now because this is not connected yet, I can't really go through this dashboard, but it is one thing I will be linking below the video inside of the description. And then lastly, before we get this one opened, some of you may know that Nebra has halted the sales. It's so then this way they can catch up to all of the orders that has already been placed. There is a chip shortage. The most of all of these helium miners uses the Semtech chipset, and there is a massive back order for those things. There is a shortage of those, really almost anything inside of the computing world. Also, even with housing, with lumber and copper, there's just a large shortage of just so many things, not just only chipsets. So this is something I wanted to throw in really quick. We are taking a look at helium.com. You can see that there is over 42,000 hotspots connected currently. As you scroll down, you can take a look at the entire map of all the different hotspots, as well as the top cities. So you can go through, see where your city is ranked. But the other thing I do want to show you is all the different makers, all the different manufacturers. You can see the helium hotspots. The Cal chip has over 19,000, but here is Nebra. As of right now, currently only 28 hotspots have been onboarded, and then you have 23 that have the locations asserted. Now you can see Syncrobit only has 11. These should be the test units. Majority of all of these here out of the 23 and 28 is also should be mostly all test units. So hopefully ours will be the 24th Nebra that has been added to the blockchain. Down here you can see Bobcat, Long AP. Don't know much about Long AP. They also have only 6 connected, so those are also test units. And so this is pretty much it I wanted to show for the Helium Explorer. So the contents inside the box right over here is going to be your power supply. Now once you open this up, you're going to see the power source just sitting right here, but you will see an open slot for different adapters. So in this way you'd be able to use whatever adapter is used, inside of your country, whatever your standard is. So you also have, looks like the European one, and then this one is going to be here for the United States, and whoever would use the double prong that are straight sitting like that. You also have a few different stickers, and then you have the machine itself, which will actually do a comparison versus the OG Helium miner as well. I did a separate video doing a comparison versus the OG hotspot versus Bobcat. So here is the Nebra miner. We'll get another look at that here in just one second. Here is a cable inside the box that wasn't a part of any other box that we've received so far. I believe possibly Syncrobit will have this as well, but this right here is a Cat 5 Ethernet cable. So it does come with an Ethernet cable if you don't have one at your home already. This is just in case if you want to have a better connection. Maybe you don't have the best connection of Wi-Fi, but this is a way that you'd be able to connect it through Ethernet. And then underneath here is going to be your 3 dBi antenna. So this is one that you can really, exchange out. You can use whatever antenna you would like to use. A lot of the ones that I have are either made of fiberglass, a little bit larger. They're 3 dBi. Inside of here, the antenna you would be looking for, if you are looking for a replacement or different antenna, you want to make sure that you're looking for the female version of these antennas. So this is not the male version. There is no little rod that's in the middle there. The reason being is because Nebra itself, inside of its connection right here, you can see that it has that little metal rod in the middle. So this is going to be the male end, is going to be sitting right there. So if you have another antenna that's purchased that on the inside has the little male piece, you'll have to look for something different for this one. But most of the time, any of these hotspots you order, all of these antennas are actually pretty nice when it comes down to whatever you're using stock. So we have the antenna placed on, but I also do want to show the end of this box here, because before we're talking about that Semtech chipset, so that's what we have right here, Semtech based SX130X. The long range WAN module inside. You do have the high quality 21 centimeter length 3 dBi. Now there's other different hotspots. Again, they all do the exact same thing. It just kind of depends what they come with. And so this is the 3 dBi antenna that it comes with. It also does have a small little dashboard. It looks pretty simple. Don't really know everything we can do just yet. But now let's just take a look and let's compare it versus the original OG Helium hotspot. So I took off the antenna, so then this way we can take a look at all of the dimensions of these two. Now when it comes down to, the length, the width, everything else, it's pretty much almost the exact same. I mean, there really is no overlap of the two, even if I was to place them, sitting like this. The only difference you will see is just the thickness. So the Nebra is definitely thick when it comes down to the machine. When it came down to Bobcat, I compared the old OG hotspot to Bobcat. Bobcat was a little bit more thick, only because it had a wall mounting plate. So this is the full entire unit itself. Really, this is going to be pretty much the comparison of the sizes. So what you'll get with the Nebra on the very back is going to be your Ethernet cable. This is where you plug in your antenna and then your power source. You also have your indicator lights and then a small little button, which is probably going to be used for pairing. So if you ever want to go back into pairing mode, if you want to update your Wi-Fi, if you need to update your location, if you want to make sure that you have the diagnostics of inbound and outbound going on. And then on the bottom, I noticed that you can take these pieces off. And if you, for some reason, need to open up your unit, you'd be able to take off all four of these little corners, these little inserts for padding, but you'd be able to go inside of there, open it up for any use case you can ever find yourself, to open it. So this really is just the look of both of them sitting right here. Pretty much the exact same size except for the thickness. Now, if we were to go inside of the Helium application, I'm just going to show you what it looks like if you wanted to, add this to basically your account. So when you open up the Helium application, you're going to tap on the plus button on the very top right hand side, and this is where you choose if you have the Helium hotspot, if you have the rack hotspot miner, if you have the Nebra Indoor, Nebra Outdoor, your Syncrobit, Bobcat, Long AP. So what we're going to do is the Nebra Indoor, and this is just going to let you know what to do, what not to do. Don't hide it. Don't put it next to metal. Make sure you don't have any metal mesh screens. Basically, metal is kryptonite when it comes down to radio frequency. Then you just go inside, and then this is where it locates your position. And when you do set this up, if you're having issues with your location, where it's not really pulling it up right away, what you can do is when you assert your location, there is a search bar on the top. Just type in your address. It's very simple. Type in the address, it's going to locate it for you. Instead of using your phone's GPS to set it up, do the search, it'll find it, you hit confirm, and then it's going to assert the location for you, and then that is where you wait, usually 24 to 48 hours. Now my Bobcat took a full 48 hours. This hotspot and all the rest of my hotspots took about 24 hours. Nebra did mention in a tweet that it would take less than 24 hours, somewhere between 4 and 6 hours to get your first reward. So we'll see if that is true. I'll be setting this up tomorrow morning. And so that is when you'll see some other videos here in about a week or 2 weeks, letting you know just how it's performing after the first 1 week or 2 week up. When you set these up, it's very, very simple. My first video on this one shows some of the steps. I couldn't really show all of it, but it's very simple. You watched everything on the application itself. It's all self-explanatory to set it up. Some people were asking me. There is a lot of good details that you can take a look at if you do follow Nebra on Twitter. They post everything that you ever need to know with all of the different helpful documentations. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go back upstairs, plug this thing in so I can start earning rewards again. This one gets connected back up tomorrow morning, and I'll let you guys know how it does after 1 week or 2 weeks. But I hope you guys appreciated this video. If you guys did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe right over here on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.